Hey everybody, and welcome to the seventh episode of D.VA Ate My Podcast. I am your host, Knight Rider. Gathered with me today is the lovely, magnificent, and wonderful Ocean.
Sweet, I actually got a good intro this time.
That's a lie.
I wanted to say
Bull
Skunk so bad, but
Bro,
and also with me to overshadow Ocean is Bull Skunk and Airborne. I think Airborne's actually taking over as the number 2 podcaster right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Ocean's being outed.
Everyone moving up in the world here.
Yeah, definitely.
Am I?
I think you just got promoted.
I want to start off with something, and I noticed it last episode, was all 4 of us have decently long enough hair that we should be making a bet.
A bet?
I am. Well, what is this bet? I go. What is this bet?
I say whoever comes in the lowest points between the 4 of us for our OWL Fantasy League has to cut their hair. Whoever gets the lowest.
See how genuinely long my hair is right now.
Yeah. So I mean, mine is pretty decent.
Pretty marvelous.
Decent length.
So
I think that whoever gets like the lowest.
No, and you can't just cut it. You have to shave it.
I was gonna say, are we just like
no,
just go get a haircut?
No, not shaving.
Like,
I would say
you lost. You have to go get a haircut.
I have a suggestion.
I would say that
you have to dye it.
Go to your barber.
Everybody
Ask your barber if you could string their haircut.
No.
I like
not
the idea.
just that.
I like the idea.
No. How about this? You have to dye the. Oh.
Oh. Whoa.
Knight Rider left.
Whoa.
Dyeing your hair is also.
He has to be.
Knight Rider has to die.
Knight
Rider apparently just died. That's
You have to, and I understand that some people can't do their entire head. If you lose the bet, if you're able to do your entire head, go for it. But
are you telling me we get to dye our hair?
You have to dye your hair the colors of CST.
What colors are those?
Okay.
Green.
What color?
Orange.
I don't know. I like the.
You gotta do something. You gotta do
the black. Can we exclude the black?
Yes.
No, you don't have to do the black. It could just be the.
Ocean, who are you going? Okay, so let's do this real quick. Let's see. Okay, so first of all, me and Airborne are going up against each other. So that's gonna be interesting.
I've got Mission next week, so I don't even have to look at my team.
No, because it's 2 weeks in a row.
Still don't have to look at it.
Yeah,
and
this weekend is canceled, so.
Yeah, you're talking fantasy when Owl was basically just canceled.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, next week is completely canceled.
We literally talked about this. You can literally see it on your Discord screen right now.
No, and then
no, it's not. It's not literally on my Discord screen. All right, but we need to come up with a bet. All right. Do we have any viewers right now?
I think you.
I got one. Because the game.
Mine's better.
I will go to where you are and I will slap you across the face.
Right, okay, that can be part of the bet if you want, but if I get an e-girl by the end of podcast episode number 12, you all have to.
I'll give you a nice round of applause.
Okay,
yeah. Applause, and I get the next 3 intros after that.
That's against Knight Rider. That's not against any of us. That's against Knight Rider only.
I'm willing to give you one.
Me at the start of each episode for 3 episodes.
I'm willing to give you one.
I can flip you off.
No, 3 applause.
2. The negotiations currently stand at 2.
Mine 2.
I'll flip you off.
No.
What I was gonna say is instead of doing fantasy, since we do podcasts every Wednesday/Thursday in case of lame sauce
mother's calling me doing
but or Tuesday in case of lame sauce tournaments or any tournament of the sort. Basically, we do a podcast every Wednesday.
Right.
Bull Skunk and Notion are flexing, but
no, I said we're flexible, not flexing.
No, you can flex too. But the point is, so we do a podcast every Wednesday. Owl matches are still going to go on, except for this weekend, obviously. Why don't we just go ahead and start just making predictions? Whoever has the highest score on predictions between the 4 of us wins, and the lowest person has to do.
All right, so Knight Rider has to do it.
So basically, because Knight Rider's
basically, yeah, Knight Rider's gonna lose.
Do we have like mini like mini bets? So like every week, there's like something.
I think we should. I think we should.
Okay.
I think we should. So here's what happened. Okay, so let's have this. Let's do 1 winner and 3 losers. Okay.
For each one.
For each week, yeah, for each week. So only 1 winner.
I'm making punishments lighter because we don't dye our hair every week.
I like the idea of the dunce.
No. That's like end of season type thing. That's like end of season.
Actually, no. Idea. Every single time you win a bet, you get a point. When you hit 7 points or 5 points.
Ooh, you get to redeem them for a prize.
You get to redeem them for a prize, which you get to pick a member of the podcast. That is
yes.
Which Ocean is always going to pick Knight Rider.
Yeah, well, we could have various levels of prizes here.
I already know who I'm going to pick. We
could have chat come up with some of these as well. We could see what chat would like.
Yeah.
Chat, we want your feedback.
What your forfeits are.
Yes. What punishments would you inflict upon us for not guessing Owl correctly? We want to know. Burning questions.
On a weekly basis.
And
you have a Houston fanboy here, you have an Asian fanboy, you have an Atlanta fanboy, and you have a Dallas fanboy.
That would be me.
So
in that sort of, if we're describing ourselves as that, then
let's just go around the table.
I'm winning.
Let's go around the table. Ocean, what do you want if you win the bets?
I want
love.
And it can't be an e-girl. It has to be something to one of us.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, that's something on podcast.
So either Bullskunk has to shave or Knight Rider has to dye his hair.
Like shave the beard?
Okay, so
like
that was actually mine. That was mine too. I was gonna pick Bullskunk to shave as well.
Yeah, you see clean.
See me clean shaven? I don't know. You want to see me clean shaven?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
We'll make it 7 points because we can't kill each other.
Yeah.
7 points.
Also, I can't really go all out and dye my hair because
I'm talking like
work in government.
You can do a tip,
or something
but
like that.
It has to be green and orange.
Or you could be the under dye.
Yes, Ryder, you've got to get some orange tips. That's totally the look for you.
Oh God, I work for the government.
That is totally the look for you.
I have to meet with the government on a daily basis. I can't do that. I gotta look semi-professional.
You have to dye your eyebrows.
Hey,
I have to shave. Oh, I know.
I was going to say shave them.
If I win, if I win, I want Ocean to shave his eyebrows.
That's not a weekly thing, though. That's extreme.
That's the 7. That's the 7 thing. That's when you.
That's a 7-point thing.
I think that's like a 25-point thing. Like you've got 25 matchups correct.
Why don't we just do 10? Well,
you got to think. I mean, you can theoretically get 8 or 9 each weekend. So.
Well, the thing is,
that's not that many.
Are we doing it on a
Not really.
Okay. Are we doing? Okay. What are we doing? Are we going to be doing the person who wins that week gets a point, or are we doing it for every single right?
I think we need to. Okay, so I think we should go based on
first
wins
gets
each week.
2 points, second gets 1 point, no one else gets any.
We can do that. First and second gets points. I like that too.
Let me write this down. Okay,
very important.
Each week we each week's a new week, obviously. So if you win, you get 2 points. Second place gets 1 points. Third and fourth both get 0. So at the end of what is it? First one to 10.
Well, 10 points redeem a prize.
Yeah, first one to 10 redeems a prize.
I like that. First one to 10.
Let's do it. Right.
All right.
So things actually happened on console this week, but instead we were talking about bloody
our fantasy
prizes and punishing each other.
Yeah. So let's start it off.
We're responsible.
So coronavirus has taken the world by storm. So I want everybody just to realize all you need to do is just wash your hands, okay? There's no reason to freak out about coronavirus, all right?
Don't be nasty.
Less than 2% of people have died to it.
It's 3.1.
It's okay. 3 point whatever.
Yeah, it's 3.
It's less amount of people that die to the flu each year.
But
all
no,
right,
it's
you
3
guys,
times the amount of people that died of the flu each year. But yeah, it's
regardless, it's nothing. It's nothing to freak out about.
It's not the Black
right?
Plague.
It's not freaking out
Even
about
though
it.
we do need a new plague. Even though we do need a new plague.
It's not going to wipe out humanity, but there's. I mean, I do think it warrants when you put it like that. It almost makes it sound like you don't think it warrants all of the cancellations and all of the preventive measures that have been over the past few weeks.
I understand why they're doing it.
I don't think it should be bubonic plague
idea.
level of freak out.
Yeah, you guys, people don't need to
hundreds
freak
of
out about it.
thousands of people.
But canceling things and taking precautions is a good idea. Just people don't need to be freaking out about it. I went into the supermarket today. There is no toilet paper, no soap, no hand sanitizer. There's nothing.
Someone explain to me why there's no toilet paper?
Well, why is the toilet paper the first thing?
It's people stocking up. It's like bottled water going. I mean, it's that idea.
That makes no sense.
But like you're taking like that. Like toilet paper went first before soap. Toilet paper went first before like.
My friend said she's gonna become a freaking toilet paper dealer and just sell it on the black market.
Yeah.
Because literally every store around me does not have a single roll of toilet paper.
I picked up some today. I had no problem. So.
Neither. We actually did a little bit of a panic buy today.
Hey, Bullskunk, do you want to see something funny in chat?
What?
Let's get it, yo boy!
You want me to do a dad joke and stream and podcast?
Yeah. I redeemed 1,000.
Dude, hard earned. Hard earned skunk bucks.
I mean, it only happens when I'm watching my own podcast, but it's harder.
All right, we can make that happen, but you'll have to give you a second to prepare. We'll get to that.
That's fine. We'll get to that.
We can't jump from coronavirus to dad jokes.
That's fine.
Like that.
No, but okay. Ending statement.
So
we'll keep it
on
the back burner. Oh no, we got 2 in the pipes now.
Yeah, ending statements on the coronavirus. I will say this: wash your hands. There is no cure for it, but take care of yourself. Drink orange juice. Wash your hands. Keep your immune system up. Don't be nasty.
Yeah, just be clean, guys. Just be clean.
My thing on coronavirus is Overwatch League is currently not here, which means a lot of other events, or esports events in particular, are cancelled. So there's a lot of freelance esports casters out of work currently. They're unable to go to their events. Watch their streams, support them as much as possible because they're missing out on a lot of income. So helping them out would be definitely appreciated. And second of all, support tier 2 Overwatch, support contenders. Like, we can't watch Overwatch League right now, so watch contenders.
Let's not put the cart before the horse here, because but I think big topic is that Overwatch League did clearly cancel all of the homestead events in April and March.
The homestands are canceled, not the games.
The events, correct.
Yes. Just the live events are canceled. It's still going to be streamed. It's still going to be broadcasted. Well, you can relax. You'll still get your weekly dose of Overwatch, minus this weekend.
Well, the statement. I mean, the statement that was made was. Let's see. I've got it down here. To be clear, we will be playing matches in March and April. This is coming from PV. And he said, we canceled the events, not the matches, though we will have to move a few things around in the schedule to make this work. So, I mean, it sounds like they're still scrambling to kind of figure out what exactly that's going to look like.
I mean, and then you saw the NCAA.
The Chinese teams and Korean teams need to start playing.
Still haven't played. No. Yeah, there's a list of teams that still haven't played. In the
very long list.
In the Plat Chat podcast, they actually take out of the rankings the teams that have only played one match, and so if you could count that into effect, that took Dallas Fuel, San Francisco Shock, LA Valiant, and LA Gladiators out of the mix as well. So you're looking at pretty much half the team that have played one or fewer games so far in the season.
11 teams have played.
11 teams.
Over one more games.
Out of what? 24?
Out of
20.
Yeah.
Out of 20. So it's basically half. Yeah,
yes. And
Lord.
The homestands that have been canceled have been Florida, which was this weekend, Toronto, San Francisco, Atlanta, London, Dallas, Washington, Boston, and Paris. So are the list of homestands that have now been canceled.
2 Europeans?
Yeah.
Yep.
And some big
Yeah,
ones
Uh,
in there. I mean, the Dallas homestand was huge. San Francisco homestand, a San Francisco Shock first homestand being canceled.
They were supposed to do a ring ceremony, weren't they? Something
I'm
like
not
that?
sure. I mean, it wouldn't
Oh.
surprise
Some type
I
of
mean,
ceremony.
I feel like the big thing is the 2 European ones because Europe hasn't had any Overwatch League action ever over there.
Whatsoever. Oh, and I
None.
imagine they
Oh,
wouldn't
Yeah,
have
that's-
Rover.
Carrot's saying LA also canceled their homestand.
Nice.
Well,
okay.
Carrot,
one I-
Carrot,
Good,
which
thank you.
LA? Valiant or
Valiant,
Gladiator?
I'm pretty sure.
Valiant is
Valiant.
what I read.
I think it was Valiant.
So OWL is not the only
Yeah, loads of them.
org business.
Contenders.
Well, also we had the MK11 tournament
Well, before
got
we
shut down.
before we move on to Mortal Kombat, I did want to reiterate Ocean's point. Like, there is going to be contenders being played on Tuesday night. Like, and
Watch
that's-
it.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's a beautiful opportunity to go bolster the T2 scene and really go get familiar with the contenders teams and the up and coming talent. And let's go show
Get them
those
like
guys some love.
70,000
I mean,
views.
there's
I want
Oh,
to see
boy.
70,000 viewers on that. That would be hilarious. That'd be
Ext-
awesome, though.
but it's just, I mean, some extremely talented folks in there as far as the casters and the production team. I mean, guys that really deserve some love. So I think this is a perfect opportunity to get familiar with contenders again. So
Yeah,
anyway,
especially we had some good contenders action yesterday. We had 3-2 between Revival and
okay.
Third Impact. That's the team they played against.
Yep.
No, they played against Triumph. Sorry. Triumph and Revival played a 3-2 series. Absolutely fantastic. We were watching for the Queen on the Brigitte in the back lines for Revival. Fact Fiction also playing for Revival. We also had Samato Zhao playing for the other side. So it was pretty cool. Square one. Taking a W against Third Impact, which was a big game because Third Impact went unbeaten in trials. MVS beat Revival later on, and the big story: the Maryville Saints, a collegiate esports team, getting into the semifinals, beating Atlanta Academy.
Beating Atlanta, like, that's insane. Talk about making your
Collegiate
mark.
esports is legit.
Yeah.
Oh, just a real quick aside. So one cool thing, if you guys ever wanted to get into an esports program, there's a college near me called Ottawa University. They built their own esports arena that
Yeah,
the
it's
collegiate
super
team
cool.
plays in.
That's really cool.
It's literally like
Things-
5 minutes away
things
from me.
quickly for UK, if anyone watching is in the UK, there are 2 sort of collegiate sort of programs over here. There's one called the Newell, which runs tournaments in loads of different esports, and the other one is Arena Clash, which isn't really collegiate, but it is city based. You just go to your local, it's actually a game store, or just Belong Gaming Arena, which are partnered with Game, which is our alternative to GameStop. You go to your local one, they should have an arena nearby, and you'll be able to play for your city or against other British and UK teams. It's pretty cool.
That is really cool. Dallas
Esports,
Yeah.
esports getting legit, man.
Esports
already
legit.
So sorry. Now that I derailed us, back
That's
to
okay.
the effects of the coronavirus and the effect it's having on esports as a whole. Because yeah, we had that Mortal Kombat tournament canceled. That was the
That was so much backlash. So
Because it was
Ocean, what was the
that
name of
day
that
off.
tournament? Yeah, what was the
was-
name of the tournament?
final. Oh shoot.
Final Combat.
It was Final Combat.
Final
Final
Combat.
Combat.
Yep.
So Final Combat got canceled within, what was it, like between like 12 and 16 hours, something absolutely ridiculous. People were literally
14.
like at their hotels. They, got flights, hotels, they rented like cars, everything. And they got told like the day of, or like pretty much the day of, that it was canceled, and there was so much backlash. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's just like, where is it
absolutely
located
ridiculous.
again?
Chicago.
Chicago. And I'm sitting here just like I'm going to an event tomorrow in Kansas City, in Overland Park, Kansas City. Basically, the health concerns have been, hey, just keep, wash your hands, keep safe, don't
Yeah.
give too much interaction with other people.
Oh,
And I mean,
okay. So it was last chance qualifier, LCQ.
mm,
Yeah.
Thanks, Carrot.
Yeah, well, anyways, the wasn't Final Combat played anyway? Sonic Fox did that big
Final
thing where
Combat
he
was
said
played
vote for Bernie.
anyways, but LCQ was canceled. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
so Sonic Fox did the vote for Bernie at the end after beating Ninja Killer. That was awesome.
Well, and I think with the Final Combat is they only allowed the top 16 in. It wasn't an open event anymore, or something of that nature.
Yeah. But it was a cool finals. I did watch, and yeah.
Well, and the concern here was just like you're talking about. Literally late Friday night, they canceled the event that's supposed to start taking place Saturday morning, with people that have traveled, internationally to come make this thing happen. So I mean, it was just very last moment decision.
People were understandably pissed.
And yeah, I mean that's extremely irresponsible. Because there is so much that is involved in this, and I mean, I understand that they wanted to make it happen. These event cancellations are very difficult on all the freelancers involved in esports.
It's the freelancers, it's the people who pay to go out there and do these events. It's the actual venues who had to, rent out.
Oh, okay. So, Carrot's shedding some light on this. LCQ had 200 plus players, and their winner would be the 16th seed in Final Combat.
There you
go. Okay.
There you go.
But it's just one of those things where
giving us some information on the fighting scene there. Appreciate that.
Carrot's always great, but it's just one of those things where having dealt with that, having helped run events like that, it's a huge toll also on the venue because you just cancel an event that they had to clear their. Yeah, you paid them, whichever, but they're clearing an event that doesn't happen, and it's just the venue sitting there empty, not being used. And now they have to scramble and figure out, what are we going to do now?
The last minute aspect of it all, where now all of the people involved, like you're talking about the coordinators, the venue themselves, all the talent, not only are they out this job, but now they've spent money to try to make it happen, and now they're not getting any reimbursement back, or at least minimal.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't speak to all of the contracts involved, but you got to think a cancellation of this late, there have been investments made that aren't going to be returned just because it was such a last minute thing. So, I mean, I'm glad they eventually, I think it's the right call. But yeah, definitely way late pulling the trigger on that. And, and that kind of stuff does make me feel better about Blizzard being a little bit more proactive.
That's one thing I have been impressed with Blizzard this season. This is a very, very difficult thing for them.
Oh, that's hugely difficult because the homestands were
for the first time. And as much as I like the sort of, trash on Vladideska, he's done a good job of this.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he made a big call with these sort of things, and he's done a good job with it. So, well done.
Oh my goodness, y'all are piling up the jokes. This is gonna be fantastic. We're just gonna have.
Yo, we're already up to 8.
We're up. Even though I'm like
8.
We're up to 8 dad
jokes. The only
Nice.
thing I can say about these homestands is just how hugely this had, even though it was a proactive decision, Blizzard had to take a hit because these homestands, as a lot of people can say, oh, maybe the homestand thing isn't working, or maybe this is a little bit ill-advised. The homestands were hugely successful.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say so. I'd absolutely say so. I mean, they're all selling out, so I mean that right there.
The fan events were amazing. Last year, the Atlanta Rain homestand that I went to,
shit.
I already had my ticket. I already had my ticket to go at the end of this month. I was already ready to go. I was gonna be at the homestand, and then when they told us that it got canceled, I'm just like, well, fudge. I had the VIP pass and everything too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that really. Oh my goodness! No way, Ocean. We were at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Yeah, we're at
15. We're at 15.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord. Nice. We're gonna have story time here at the end of this podcast. Story time with Bullskunk. I am looking forward to this. This is gonna be fantastic. All right. Oh, in the meantime, we do have some. Shall we move on? I didn't mean to just jump in there.
No, that's okay. So
I'm shaking my head. I just saw your computer background. Bullskunk.
That Bullskunk playing the game as Wrecking Ball is your computer background.
Oh yeah.
Bullskunk.
So I just want to reiterate, when. Especially high tiered esports tournaments, if you're going to cancel, at least give like a week's notice. Like, just don't do it within 24 hours. I'm sorry, but to me, they lost a lot of respect. The backlash is well justified. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, if that's how you're gonna treat people, why should anybody give you their business?
Yeah.
Like, why should
Anyways.
anybody support you? So
Yeah. I wouldn't support that. That's something I would support. Instead of talking about ill-advised tournaments, let's talk about well-advised tournaments. And well-advised tournaments that some of us were involved in last week. Console esports, we had some stuff. You like that transition, by the way, guys, don't you? You love that transition.
well, we weren't.
You
I
made
like
the
that
transition
happened
worse
last
by
week.
saying
But
something about it.
We weren't even done with cancellations.
Well, no one cares. LXS happened last week, and I'm excited.
Oh,
to
okay,
talk about it.
okay. So we weren't going to talk about E3 being canceled at all.
The
No,
coronavirus.
we were. We're going to talk about E3 later on because I want to talk a lot about E3.
No. I have to agree with
No.
Ryder on this one. We
No,
got.
that's not how you do things, Ocean. That's why you're not the host. That's why you don't do the
Just
Ocean.
getting
got excited.
You were
when we
given
got the
one
cancel
chance.
process. I can't blame him. It was a lot of fun. I can't blame him.
Flame sauce is fun, but E3
Right, no.
getting
As a
canceled-
host, hang on. As
No.
a host, isn't it your job to get an order of stuff we want to talk about? Get it in an order so we know what we're doing. No, you didn't do that. Because
Yeah,
you're
we do have an
ill-advised.
order,
do.
and you're disrupting that order. Can we mute him? Just
We're
mute him.
We're just like herding cats over here.
Now, real quick, I don't think the cancellation of E3 was, and I'm not saying they were gonna cancel it, but I don't think it was just advised to whatchamacallit.
No, I don't think
just
it
the
was.
coronavirus. It's not just the coronavirus. You had Xbox does their
Yeah,
own thing now.
So
PlayStation pulled out last year.
So
Nintendo doesn't even do
PlayStation
anything.
pulled out.
Well, no, Nintendo does do
So,
E3 usually.
They have a presence, but they don't do a.
They do a Nintendo Direct at E3.
Yeah,
However,
but
they're
it's a
still gonna do
pre-recorded
that
video.
Nintendo Direct anyway, aren't they? Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. They
not
could do the
gonna matter.
Nintendo Direct anyway. It's not an E3 thing. It's just coming
Yeah,
down
they
to
just do it at the time of E3 at E3, so it gets presented to a bigger audience. That's the only reason. It's still gonna happen. PlayStation's gonna do their stuff at the same time for their
So
new
here's-
console, so it's not just
So
the
let me give you a
coronavirus.
quick
gonna do
rundown.
an home event.
So basically, before Xbox pulled out, it was Bandai, Bethesda, Capcom,
Bethesda?
Hori, Bethesda, Dreams, Nintendo, Nvidia, Oculus, Sega, Square Enix, Take-Two Interactive, Ubisoft, and Warner Bros. Interactive.
Yeah, Sony
So
was
those
probably
were
gonna be
those were
there,
the
but it wasn't
main
announced.
exhibitors that were supposed to be
Would've
there.
been the PS5.
Yeah.
Really better.
And
Yeah, that's what they were gonna do. I was just
so-
gonna be, hello, this is our PS5. Please buy this instead of the Xbox. Thank you very much.
Well, one thing that they're kind
All
of
right.
discussing a little bit here that I read in this article, they may do like a virtual ticket type of deal, like we see with BlizzCon, where you have
Yes.
access to some sort of like an
Always does
online
that.
That
event.
would be good.
And so, I mean, this could be a great opportunity for E3 to kind of really reshape itself and
Which
rebrand
would
it
be-
a bit, which I think it
kind of a
definitely
little
needs.
bit outdated.
But it's always been more business facing. Like E3
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
definitely.
really intended to be for your everyday gamer. It was meant to be for your game developers. And it
100%.
just got so much, it just
Yeah.
got so big, and everybody was wanting to know, as soon as the information dropped, what was the hype on the newest, latest, and greatest.
Oh,
and
what's
so it
this?
became
Well, we
popular
can
to
show
the
you a tech
masses.
demo of this
I mean,
game.
there is another thing
But
to talk
that's-
about in regards to game developers and not just E3. And I kind of just want to talk about this just quickly. Reggie Fils-Aimé is now on the board of directors of GameStop, which is pretty cool.
Where would
we
we
thought
know
he
that name
retired
from?
last year.
Nintendo, the former Nintendo of America CEO, correct?
Okay,
Yes.
very good.
And it's now working board of directors of GameStop, which I'm excited about because I think GameStop is going a little bit downhill as
A
is
little
game
bit?
over here.
They're doing like mass closings of stores.
Yeah, okay, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because the excessive online shopping, and of course you can get stuff off like digital stores on Xbox, Switch, and of course PS. So that's why they're struggling. I like the approach of having.
Well, and frankly, the stores, at least here in my region, the people aren't very nice. Like, they're not very good. They didn't. If you were looking for a personal experience and to go talk to another gamer and really get another gamer's point of view on what game you should be playing or what controller you should be using or what's going to work for your setup,
Really?
every time I go to a GameStop in my area, it seems they have no clue. Like, it's been a long time since there was one back in the day I used to go to that had some good people in it, but it's been years ago. And I feel like in recent memory that they're awful. Like, they just have no clue what's going on.
I mean,
what's going to work for what
Like,
system, how things are going to interact together. Like, they just seem clueless.
I have a very different experience, actually. Mine is, I went down south. We don't have GameStop up north, so I went down to Dublin, down south, because they have GameStop down here with Game up in Northern Ireland.
As you can tell, he lives overseas.
Yeah, so went down to GameStop down south, and I was buying an Overwatch Top 20 Mercy, obviously.
Of course.
The guy just started talking to me about Overwatch. I'm like, whoa, this is cool.
Nice.
You know?
That's how it should be.
It was a nice experience.
That's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
Quick.
And I really enjoyed my experience at both of the GameStops down south that I went to. So, yeah, that's definitely a shock I heard that.
The thing that I have to say is, like, I've had both experiences at GameStop. I've had the awful experiences and the great experiences. But it's just like what GameStop has done is they take those great employees, those full-timers, those people who are there all the time, who genuinely enjoy gaming, and it seems like they just don't want to pay them more. So they'll either lay them off or just, lay off a couple of people and promote the really good person to like a corporate or some other job. Yeah. And then they're just hiring like teenagers, 16, 17, 18-year-olds who either don't think they know a lot or just don't care.
Yeah, that seems to seems
because they're just like, oh, cheap labor. $7.25 an hour. There you go.
Right.
Just
that's your wage.
Yeah, that's our minimum wage.
So GameStop has been on the top 10 worst companies to work for list pretty much since they've opened.
Yes. Yeah, and another thing, but it's just like well, and also another thing, it's just like I worked at Best Buy, and like genuinely, you get people at Best Buy and other stores like that, like Micro Center and things like that. I don't know if you have any of those over where you are, Ocean. You may have Best Buy now. No Best Buy or Micro Center. But
we had one down south, but that was it. Nothing.
Okay. But Micro Center and Best Buy and things like that, you generally have people who go there who are genuinely interested in what they're doing. Like, there is a legitimate entire if you ever want to get hired at Best Buy, their minimum is about $12 to $13 an hour, and they have a specific position for gaming.
Are you wearing a blue shirt right now? Let's go.
I am not wearing a blue shirt. I'm wearing a blue shirt. But
I'm wearing a blue shirt.
Yeah, your shirt.
You're actually wearing a blue collar shirt. Yeah.
I feel like.
Hi, yes. Welcome to Best Buy. Can I offer you this Xbox and a dishwasher?
No, I think
he knows how gamers feel.
I think it's a really cool move for GameStop, and I hope that they can get back to being about the people, because that's the one edge they've got. If you're gonna pull people into a brick and mortar store, you better have passionate gamers there who know what the hell they're talking about.
I feel like they need to make it more game centric. Like, you know how they basically how they have the setup now, where it's just like they have a section of toys and toys in the middle, so people have like, impulse buys,
right.
And then you have the actual just wall of games. I feel like they need to become more video game console centric.
You feel like games aren't just video games. You've also got like TCG games, stuff like that, and be centered towards that as well, because there are multiple sort of.
I feel like they should also attack the PC. I also think they should attack the PC gamer.
Well, okay.
Oh, 100%. They need to go for everything.
The tabletop market is all kind of in comic book stores.
Tabletop.
And I think comic book stores pretty much have a corner on that. I wouldn't recommend them go after that. What I would recommend is that GameStop have that feel. When you have everybody coming together and they play the tabletop games together, or when I was a kid, I'd take my Magic decks and go up to the comic book shop and you play with other Magic gamers. Like that kind of stuff, to where you could get more lands and micro tournaments going on at GameStop, to where you have the community coming together to come together and play Smash Brothers, or where they have Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Where it's more about those kind of events and not just a retail store, but more of
the thing that I think
hub.
they should do is they should get GameStop should be getting. I don't understand why GameStop wasn't one of the first people who got into the esports thing. Like, it's just like, why not hold like. You have a store that you could easily probably clear the back wall, 4 TVs, you have a LAN tournament. boom, right there.
Well, and something where it's
Like,
constantly
yeah.
going on, and it becomes a place where people hang out and start talking
Yeah,
and,
so
and
this
that
is-
kind of thing, and that's going to generate business.
So
there's
do you
two
remember,
places that I would bring
you guys
up.
remember the midnight releases and stuff like that?
Hell
yeah.
That would have been like
Hell
a
yeah.
great opportunity
Even
for
I
them
remember
to
those,
like
and I'm young.
demo the like. So they could have easily demoed like the games and everything like that right then and there. Instead, I got stuck with like Gears of War trivia,
Right.
and I'm like, okay,
But it was still
neat. And then they're giving, and then the prizes they would give away was like WWE Raw versus SmackDown 2007, and I'm like, oh, but I'm here for Gears of War, not wrestling.
But even
And
then,
they're like, oh, that
even
is all we
as
got. And I was
cheesy
like,
and
oh,
lame
cool.
as that shit was, it was still fun hanging out with like gamers you didn't know, and everybody just coming together, and everybody was just hyped about the game, and getting to know the people I was
Oh,
standing in
absolutely.
line with.
Awesome.
I just thought was rad.
Actually-
Like I loved that part.
Yeah, actually, that's something I really like about the Belong Arena Clash system we have over
Yeah.
here. So we have our store is called Game instead of GameStop, same sort of thing. But all of the like major cities who have game stores have arenas as well. And at those arenas, you could compete, play together, you
Yeah.
could do everything. Each of the arenas have teams. They go ahead on Overwatch, Gears of War. They go ahead on head-to-head on League of Legends. Everything like every week, it's all streamed on an Arena Clash channel. It's super cool.
That's
Yeah,
really cool.
The area
There's
that I'm
nothing
in,
like that here.
the area that I'm in is we have a thing called KC Game On. It's a bi-monthly event held every other month, where they basically just get together all the gamers in the Kansas City area and literally just hold an entire event at they sometimes hold it at a convention center if it gets big enough. If we have like an esports thing coming through, like if we have something coming through at the Sprint Center or at the Overland Park Convention Center like this weekend, or they'll just hold it at like a game store, or they hold it at a place called the eSport. There's a literal place down the street from me called the Esports Bar where I went to go watch the Overwatch League
That's
a couple
awesome.
weeks ago. Like literally every TV in the bar was Overwatch League, and it was
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, I wish there was more stuff like that. I wanted to open a bar of my own called Beer Nerds. That was just going to be a gamer centric.
If you're, by the way, if you guys are ever
Dude.
down, if you guys are ever down in Atlanta,
it's the
like
riskiest
not just
business
you
of
guys,
all time.
I'm not talking
Yeah.
just to you guys. I'm talking about anyone who is down in Atlanta, or if you are in Atlanta, you'll know what I'm talking about. Go to Battle and Brew. It is so
Battle
much
and
fun.
Brew.
Yes,
Sounds
Battle
like
and
my
Brew.
kind
It
of
is
place.
Battle and
it is a
Alright.
bar. It is a fully open bar with complete. There's at least 5 tables of 8 PCs,
Right. Nice.
and they
there's a
also
bar
have
here
a
in
lounge.
Dallas that does a game
Can I
night
put-
where it's all
Yeah,
like
and then they have a lounge bar where you play on
OG
like
stuff.
65-inch. Then you have like 65-inch TVs, and then they have an arcade section where you can play classic games, and then they have a Switch section where you can go play Smash Bros. And they hold tournaments every weekend.
I mean, can I just
Of
quickly
all
say
types
that
of
I
games.
missed an Aspen stream to be here, and it's ended, and I'm quite sad.
Well, that seems like a you
Aw.
problem.
Can we get some S
Poor
in chat for
Ocean. Can we get an F in the chat? Yeah, let's get an F in the chat for
some
Ocean.
S in chat for Ocean.
Aw.
Okay,
Self and S.
so Gino, do you live near Atlanta?
So before we get like way off topic, I just want to go over just a quick list of things that were supposedly going to be announced at E3. Was Dragon Age 4, Battlefield 6, the new
Oh.
Assassin's Creed, Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, GTA 6, Destiny 3,
Oh.
a new Lord of the Rings game, and a new Batman game. As well as more details for Zelda Breath of the Wild,
Oh, I'm so excited.
possibly a new Metroid game, and Halo Infinite.
The fact that we were actually going to get the
Really
Just to
has
name,
rumored,
just
but I
just
don't
to
think
name a
it's gonna
bunch of
happen.
things. Those were supposed to be the potential
the Elder Scrolls 6
drops.
announcement.
Yeah. Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, that would have
Finally
been.
get the follow up to Skyrim.
You know, it would have been great.
Yep. Oh, I mean, Bethesda will still
Yeah.
drop it. It's just a matter of when and how.
Yep. So, anyways, as for our next topic, Ocean, go ahead. Go
Right,
go
LXS.
Ocean crazy.
You know, we tried the transition earlier, but it didn't work because Knight Rider's a poopy head. And yeah, we got LXS.
No, it's because you
last week.
smell.
don't think I do. I smell pretty fucking good right now. LSS last week.
All
Me
right.
and Bull Skunk
In chat
were
right
part
now,
of the-
who thinks it was because of me being a poopy head? Who thinks it was because Ocean was smelly? I want to see your votes right now.
Keep in mind,
Go ahead,
Knight
Ocean.
Rider's a boomer.
Keep in mind, Ocean's a zoomer.
Anyways, so LSS was last week. It was a fantastic tournament. Me and Bull Skunk were part of their production team and broadcast team. It was pretty awesome to work with a lot of the Hell guys.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So it was definitely awesome.
Got him.
It was definitely awesome to work with. But we have to quickly talk about not just the LXS event, but what it means for console going forward.
I mean, it was a really cool event. I mean, as far as what it means going forward, I think it really showcased that there is a good scene here and there's a good demand for it. We peaked at over 200 viewers for, I mean, pretty odd fly tournament, for something that was really quick turnaround. It was also on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I thought it was amazing, and it was really cool to see that level of production. The production quality that team brought to this console tournament is just absolutely insane. It's incredible what they can do. A real setup. You could use multiple observers. I had the opportunity and the honor and the pleasure to do observing, which you're the cameraman, and just controlling what everybody is seeing throughout the match. I did that for the first 2 days, and then cast the third and final day. It was really cool to see everything from the inside out like that, and to see the entire production layout and how all the pieces fit together. It was impressive. It definitely made me feel that there was a lot of room to grow in a lot of different areas.
Yeah, however, there are two things we need to talk about. We'll start off with the more disappointing thing, which was behavior of a lot of the players and people in chat during this tournament. Was disgusting.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing. It was
very, very disgusting. We had a team attempt to cheat by account sharing, and the second thing that happened was just disgusting. Just disgusting people in chat, and I feel like that needs to go away if we want to make our scene more profitable. But let's talk about the positives. Let's get out of that negative. It just needed to be said and mentioned. Positives.
Yeah, no, because that was a small percentage.
1 seconds decided our finals.
Yes. That had to be the greatest round of Overwatch I've ever cast. One of the greatest rounds of Overwatch I've ever seen. It was a Kings Row matchup. It's on the Elo Hell channel. I highly recommend you go watch the finals.
Go watch the entire tournament. It was awesome.
Watch the finals. Go watch Kings Row. If you have to narrow it down and you've only got a limited amount of time you can spend on this, go watch Kings Row on the last day,
the entire tournament.
Last match. It's insane. And yes,
if you have a limited time, you can watch the whole tournament.
Just watch it. Twitch has a background feature.
You have to realize this is 16 teams, invite only. I mean, best of the best. You have a lot of these participants are in the top 10 as far as on your ranked ladder in Overwatch. Go look at the top 10, and you'll see names that we were competing against each other here in this finals matchup. And it came down to 0.1 second. I mean, there's a screenshot of it. 0.1 second, 1/10 of a second decided. Just kind of kept the map alive. I don't want to spoil it. It was it exemplified that this is a game of inches. It was nutty. It was so good. It was so good. Anyway.
I didn't even notice that at the time. That was the call that made we were casting. I didn't notice. I was like, they cap it overtime, and then I was like, oh wait, hang on. This man's going nuts over here. What's happened? And then I look at the clock, 0.1 seconds. They have a minute on the clock to attack, and they take them out with just that minute.
I was counting it. I was actually proud of the cast on that one because I actually do a count. And I'm watching the timer, and in the count, I actually do a 3-2 countdown as they cap. I was actually really proud of the way we handandled that.
Yeah,
the cast on that
I feel like
it doesn't suck entirely. It doesn't suck entirely. Yeah. But it was really cool. Amazing event. And I think what it showed also was interest from the outside. That you have people who traditionally done, more, have done Get Good and have done the tournaments that are more traditionally associated with PC side of things, really taking an interest in our scene. And I think that's huge too, because there's a lot of resources there and a lot of professionalism that they bring to the table. So
I
I
feel
thought that
like
was
yeah,
really
we have
awesome.
to set this right. Like we have potential investors in the scene, potential people who are interested in the scene, especially people who might be watching the other tournament that we were hosting the other day. There could be other investors, other people who are interested in hosting our scene, and to see people act like that in chat, I don't think people know how big of a deal that is. That behavior cannot continue.
Well, and it does actually reflect bad on the entire console scene. I mean,
Yeah.
that was stated from within the admins. But I mean,
It's-
don't. It was just a handful of incidences. It's not even.
I feel like if we can weed those people out, if you know what I mean. And I understand that weeding people out of the console community is going to be hard, and especially if they have a long reach and are popular within the community. But I feel like placing people on a pedestal that show the best of our community is
Oh, I think that's
probably
definitely a good way to go, and minimizing the impact of the toxicity and the cheating and the bad behavior.
there's always going to be toxicity.
Well, there has to. I mean, separate. I mean, like genuine toxicity, not smack talking or whatever. I mean, I'm not talking about paper thin toxicity. I'm talking about real
Oh man, we're gonna
maliciousness.
roll you, man.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. But I'm talking about that line. I think needs to be more identified as to what is real maliciousness, what is really crossing the line, and what is, I mean, playful banter and rivalry and shit talk. I mean, yeah, that's saying you're trash, you're trash. Oh yeah, bring it on. Like whatever, like that builds rivalry.
That's fun. Cruz as a feeder.
Rivalry is
There
such
you
an
go.
important
Cruz
thing
as
in
a
That's
any
feeder.
such an
esports
important
scene.
thing, and it truly is. It's not just fun. I mean, it's vital. It's vital to what we do. We have to have those rivalries to tell good stories, to build hype, to create these moments. There has to be very clear line, and
Oh, like I think like some of my favorite
I think we cross
rivalries
it
in
at times as a
esports.
scene, and I'd like to see that minimized. I'm sorry, repeat
Like
that, Airborne.
I'm not a huge fan of like Rainbow Six esports, but a couple of rivalries have just pulled me into the scene, and I'm just like I may not be interested in the scene as a whole, but I will watch this major because
Sure,
this is a storyline that I want to follow.
sure, you bet. All right, well, that's all I have on that subject. Ocean, do you have any closing thoughts on LXS?
It
No.
was awesome to work with the production staff.
It was
like,
amazing.
talk to all those like cool people who all want to improve.
Isn't
not
it
just
nice not to
Overwatch
do
scene.
production and casting at the same time?
And observing, I mean,
Oh my
and
God.
modding, and yes, all we had
On
to do was
Friday,
cast.
we didn't have to do jack
We
crap.
did-
All we had to do was
All
speak.
we had to do was cast. It was so nice. But yeah,
Also,
You just
like,
sat back and just went like, yeah.
no,
yeah, we
no.
had like little like suit coats at the end. It was awesome.
It was good.
Horrifying.
It was really good. But we were able to put our full attention into the cast, which really makes a big difference.
Yeah, I feel like that was one of our strongest casts. Like strong overall cast, probably one of our is our strongest overall cast. Not like our strongest map, obviously, but it was fantastic.
I mean, anytime you give us Lijiang Tower.
Oh yeah,
it's
just
got
right.
the
And
potential.
yeah, part about the Jags that you're done. Overwatch League ready.
All right, one map down, 22 to go. Let us get the other, or 21 to go.
Yeah,
we'll get the other
right.
21 maps down, and we'll get back to you on that
We're pretty good at Volskaya as well.
one.
Ooh, my bad.
Next up on the docket, what do we have, boys?
What else we got? I just want to touch on.
Oh, so
Knight Rider is a
I got
poopy head.
yeah. Oh yes, I am a poopy head. So some huge news for CST.
Oh crap!
So
Yeah, forgot about these two things.
Yeah, that's why you're not the host.
CST is making some huge money moves. We have currently gotten contracts with console contenders and Celestial Champions Cup. So that is like absolutely
Nice.
just like huge for us. So Celestial Champions Cup starts very soon actually.
Was
They
it
start
3 weeks?
April 5th. They start April 5th. Regular season is April 5th through May 16th. Signups are right now. And then they have an all-star week between the 17th to the 23rd of May. And then playoffs and championships are from the 24th of May to the 13th of June. So
yeah,
it does
actually. Well, while we're
it
talking
does
about
kind of
this,
clash with CGL, but it's definitely a great tournament to check out.
While we are talking about this, though, if you know anyone that is wanting to get into casting and commentating tournaments, send them our way, because we will be needing staff for this tournament. It's going to be super exciting.
It's going to be super fun.
Develop some talent and hopefully improve our console scene.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was okay. So, Bull, can you please bring up Celestial? Not
console contenders.
Yeah, I was talking.
Yeah,
we were talking about we were talking about Celestial.
I know. Well, I went to go find my notepad that had my dad jokes in it. All right.
Okay,
I actually don't have.
We're at like 9 now, right?
Do I have a reference?
No,
we're at like
we're
18.
at 16.
Yeah, 16.
We're at 16. We're at 16.
So I didn't have a graphic prepared for CCC, so
that's fine.
You'll have to forgive me on that one.
So Celestial Champions Cup does start April 5th. Please go check them out. Sign up if you guys are trying to get into it. Message one of us. We can send you guys the Discord link. And also, please go
Twitter
check out
is
Console
here.
Contender.
Oh my God.
I literally, I mean,
right?
they can literally go message me on my Twitter. I mean, our ats are on the screen.
No, they're not.
I was trying to figure out
Yeah, they are.
the backwards camera to the thing.
All of our Twitters are in the blue.
And yeah.
Yes.
Mine's right there.
And then on top of that, Console Contenders is an Xbox only group, and they have
PS4
just
only,
It was a PlayStation only group.
PS
Yeah.
PlayStation only group, and they have just broken into the Xbox area, or the Xbox scene. So we are going to be breaking into that with them. There were, big things are happening for both sides. Absolutely super excited to be working with them, especially Buster and Tooler. It's going to be great things all around. And I believe all of their leagues are going to be starting mid-July, so right after CGL. So now, guess what, guys? You guys don't have an excuse for no content for when CGL is off.
Yeah, this will be some
in the
fun
off
stuff
season.
going into the summertime. It'll be good.
This would be, absolutely fantastic. It's gonna be huge for come summer, especially right after the holiday, 4th of July. I know a lot of European people don't celebrate that, but still.
4th of July.
No. But yeah, so that is some big news on our part.
Yeah, very exciting. Very exciting indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, like I said, I am super excited to be working with both CCC and CC. So many C's. So many C's. Do you see
many
what
C's.
I see?
Look at all of the C's.
So next up, besides our big announcements, there was a new COD remake that was leaked.
Ah, yes.
So
Warzone.
I'm not. So Warzone was actually leaked recently, and I believe that's a battle royale.
Yeah, that's what I gathered from it.
Yeah.
Airborne here has apparently played it. What'd you think, Airborne?
I played like 20 minutes. I played basically one game. It's just I don't know how to describe it. It's just Call of Duty. It does have a couple more interesting mechanics. Like, if your squad is still alive, you can buy your way back in. And instead of just straight up dying, if you get downed and killed, you actually get sent to a gulag where you have to 1v1 someone. And if you win, you get revived.
That's
kind of cool.
Really cool. A little interesting.
It's
Definitely
very unique.
a new take on the whole battle royale thing, because we all know that it kind of like kicked off with PUBG and Fortnite.
No,
the original was
Games.
Hunger Games and Halo. Yes, we all know. That was like the original. Let me ask you this, and I know it's probably really bad, but do you think anyone has ever made a battle royale in like Workshop for Overwatch?
Yeah, there are plenty.
Yeah. There's a few of them.
That's absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
That just sounds bad.
I mean, I know
It's gonna be
Airborne
like
was
all
a really good
soldiers.
Fortnite player back in his day.
Never actually played
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Right, Airborne, we're gonna head up
Wow.
to jail.
Never actually played Fortnite.
I've never played Fortnite either. Ryder?
Right, that's
I
it.
played
Okay,
Apex.
CST 4-stack on Fortnite. Let's go.
That's what I was saying. Let's
Score.
4-stack Fortnite. All of us playing it for the first time. Well, except
Bruh.
for Ocean. Because,
Oh
of
my
course,
lord.
Ocean's played Fortnite.
Ocean's
And
I
Knight
have
Rider's
one
only.
victory.
Knight Rider has some experience in Fortnite. He's 4 wins away from hitting 100 wins.
Okay, you have a bit more than me.
I've never touched the game.
I'm
so
91.
I've never touched
Yeah.
I have not touched the game. I've watched plenty of people touch the game. My cousin played it on my Xbox, so it shows that I did play it.
So
but I have not played the
me
game
and my
myself.
buddy used to duo queue in the 4-man groups, and we would win.
There you go.
See,
Yikes.
I played on season 1 and season 2 of that game. It was pretty.
So right after this podcast, we're all
Yeah.
gonna download Fortnite and we're all gonna play, right?
Well, it's just like it's got simple mechanics. You know, everything's nice and simple. You know.
Do you
Right,
want to?
Walker?
Because we can.
Hey, I'm down. I'll stream it too.
I think we should stream
I'm
it.
down. I'll stream it too.
All right,
Oh.
let me download it real quick. Let me download it real quick.
Really?
Let me go download
Really?
it.
I need to download Fortnite? Are you guys... Are you,
All right,
Yeah.
pardon me,
Yeah.
guys.
Are you guys
Pardon me,
hacking
I'm
with
going
me?
off
What
camera
the
for 1
hell?
second.
No, you're gonna do it.
You're doing it. I had to plug in my TV real quick. So, funny story, right? If I don't unplug my TV after each time I
Where's
play,
my
it
Fortnite?
overheats and I can't play.
Well, we'll have to take a
Fortnite?
little
Funny-
break between podcast and the start of the stream from my end, because I'll have to get things set up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do
Oh,
this,
boy.
and we're gonna suck.
This is
We are
happening.
gonna
This is
suck
happening?
so bad.
I'm actually gonna play Fortnite? Oh,
This is
gonna be bad. This
happening.
is gonna be real bad.
I'm downloading Fortnite right now.
Unless we move our Fortnite stream to the weekend, we cannot go
I
to sleep
can't.
until we get a victory royale.
I can't. I'm not gonna be home. I'm gonna
Oh
be at an event.
gosh.
Oh no. Well, then we're gonna have to do it after this then.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
definitely have to do it right after this.
Yeah, I physically can't. I'm not even gonna be home. I'm gonna be at an event. I nearly just cracked my controller on the
Right,
desk.
wash your hands, Airborne, before you go. I don't want you passing everything. I can't believe.
All right, I'm reinstalling Fortnite.
I need
I
to.
am
Right,
too.
you're about to hear something. You're about to hear the Xbox ding, so that I can install it as well. Look at that. You heard that,
All right. Well, while y'all are getting that going, and Airborne makes some lovely mating calls, I guess I will go ahead and start the list here. We are right at 1 hour, so we can conclude
that's-
with the,
All right, let's go with the dad joke bonanza. That's
the
what we're calling it.
plethora of dad jokes coming up.
Oh,
here.
the dad joke!
All the dad jokes.
Dad
Pull away from the mic so I don't kill anyone.
joke.
We are currently at 940 points, so yeah, hurry up.
You'll have to save some for next time, I suppose. Jeez. All right.
950.
All right. Are we? Is somebody keeping count? What are we at? Are we at 16, Ryder?
16, we're at 16. I've been keeping
Oh,
count
dear
this
Lord.
entire time. Don't you worry.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna start strong. What did the plumber say? To the
You need to change the topic. You need
Topic
to change
is
the
dad
topic
jokes.
to dad jokes bonanza.
bonanza? Oh,
Bonanza.
excuse me. Okay.
It's dad joke bonanza.
Dad joke.
Thank you.
Bonanza.
Bananas.
Bananas.
Oh gosh,
Bonanza.
Call of Duty Warzone just finished downloading for me. Oh boy.
We could do Warzone too.
Bonanzas.
Fortnite.
No, I want to do the
Fortnite.
Fortnite. We gotta do Fortnite.
You're at Fortnite.
Oh no, I'm gonna be so terrible at Fortnite. I'm gonna be so terrible.
It requires
man, hey, man.
aim.
Oh, I can aim.
Guess what?
Don't worry.
There's no friendly fire. There's no friendly fire, so you're good.
I can aim. Don't you
Oh,
worry.
imagine. I would kill Knight Rider so many times. The Knight Rider would kill me so many times. We'd be in trouble.
Are y'all gonna let
Oh,
me tell
God,
my
yeah.
jokes or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
all right, go ahead. Tell your joke.
What did the plumber say to the singer? Nice pipes.
You
What
got
did he
nice
say?
pipes.
Nice pipe.
I severely
Ah.
talking about her vocal cords.
All right.
Did-
All right. Let's see how. Okay, so I'm an actual dad. Let's see how many I can actually ruin for you.
Did you know that the average person wants 3 covers on their bed at all times?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's just a blanket statement.
All right, what do you got next? Hit me with it.
What does a pot eat on its birthday?
What?
Pot pie.
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Ooh.
You tried, Knight. You tried.
I did. That was pretty good, though. You gotta admit, that was pretty good.
Popeye,
Alright.
I was thinking Popeye as well.
All right.
You said Popeye, and I was like, that could be an answer, but let's see.
What do you call a person who doesn't believe in Santa?
I don't know.
The devil.
Eggnog stick.
Eggnog.
Eggnog. What?
Eggnog stick, as opposed to eggnog stick. Oh.
Eggnog stick.
Oh.
Oh.
Shush, be quiet.
Yeah.
You know
Alright,
it's a good
alright,
dad joke
hey.
when it makes you groan.
Yes, exactly. It's okay. They're bound to like
No, like
be some
it was just
stinkers in
bad.
there.
Like it wasn't even like.
There's bound to be some stinkers, and there are dad jokes after all. All right. It's okay. They get better. Why did the salad go to the studio? Why did the salad go to the studio? To get some beats. Some beats.
Okay.
All right.
It was very beady.
Just beat it.
Beat it. Why do cows have hooves instead of feet? Why do cows have hooves?
Why?
I don't know why.
They're lactose.
Ah.
Huh?
I took offense to that. I'm actually lactose intolerant.
All right.
I'm joking.
I take offense to that.
All right. I don't like that one. I like this one. What do you call someone who sells themselves for spaghetti?
A
Is that
prostitute.
what?
Somebody that sells themselves for spaghetti.
It's a prostitute.
It's a
Prostitution.
It's a prostitute. No, he's
a
right.
prostitute.
Yeah,
The
prostitute.
I'm loving more Ocean's reaction. I'm loving more Ocean's reaction.
What are we at? All right.
I can't believe I've just been called a prostitute on stream.
This one has a little bit of dual meaning. What kind of art classes do coal miners take? What kind of art classes do coal miners take?
Chalk? I don't know.
Minecraft.
No, hold on.
Minecraft?
Aw.
Minecraft.
I wanted to try.
I'm sorry. I'll give you more time next time.
That's fine.
You have 20 seconds.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
20
That's
seconds.
plenty. That's plenty.
All right. So, I'm a kleptomaniac. Yeah.
Yeah?
It's unfortunate.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it gets real bad, and I have to take something for it.
That's really good.
Thank you.
I think that was a boomer joke. I don't get it.
I got it. I just refuse to laugh at it.
Klepto means that you. Okay,
No,
when
don't
you're
explain it.
klepto-
Don't
Don't
explain
explain
it.
it. Don't explain
When
Don't
you're a
explain it.
kleptomaniac, you have to steal things to to subside it. So when he says he has to take something for it, he has to steal something to subside that urge.
To take something for it. All right. Moving on. A man
Oh my
went to
God,
visit a
there's
zoo. Man went to visit a zoo.
A man went to
Yeah,
what's
he went to
Harambe
the
there?
zoo. He got there, and there was only one animal. It was a dog.
It was a dog.
Go
Yeah,
home.
it was a Shih Tzu.
Shit, I knew that one actually.
I got that one. Dang, oh shit.
I got that one. I knew that one because my art teacher told me it for no reason.
Oh, nice. All right, moving on. From art, we're taking. Here's religion for 500, please. The Lord John. The Lord John. I'm sorry, the Lord, not Lord John, but the Lord told John rather. It's Lord John. That's a whole other religion. The Lord told
Yeah.
John to come forth, and he shall have eternal life.
Yeah.
I must pray to the John.
Unfortunately, he came fifth, and all he got was a toaster. That was terrible.
Oh.
How can you tell if an ant is a female?
If it has titties.
Because she isn't your uncle.
Boom! They're all females. Otherwise, they'd be uncles. There you go. Points for Knight Rider.
Ah,
Points for Knight Rider.
Let's
I think
go.
Points for Knight Rider. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, let's
Must
see.
that download to 69%, boys.
Here we go. We're taking cheesy for 1,000, please, Alex.
117.
Where was the Declaration of Independence signed? Where?
At the bottom.
Boom. There you go. There you go. Knight Rider.
At the bottom, guys.
Lead in the pack. There you go. See, no, it's true. These are verified dad jokes. You heard it right here.
They are.
You heard it right here first.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll see if my internet can hold out here for the rest of these. My internet's kind of shit in bed here. I apologize for that. All right. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the VOD goes. All right. Did you hear about the 2 spiders who got married?
Wait,
two
are
spiders
you,
were
like,
married.
are you like making fun of Airborne's eventual wedding because he's about to get married soon?
Okay, so
No,
why?
no, this is just about 2 spiders.
It was a great
Yeah,
great
what
wedding.
is a spider?
No, they met on the web.
It was I was close.
Ocean just slams his headset down. That was an appropriate response, Ocean. I know you can't hear me anymore, but that was an appropriate response. Again, verified dad joke. All right. How many have we done here? We've done like. That's quite a few. Let's count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't like that one. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ah! Look at that.
One more.
Uno más.
So one more. Last one.
Ah.
Okay.
Hmm.
What do we got?
Why doesn't anyone want to shave a crazy sheep?
Why?
I mean, mysteries of the world. Why doesn't anyone, for the love of God, want to shave a crazy sheep?
Why?
It's a bad idea.
All right. Yep. Nope.
Mic
I'm
drop.
Installing.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
unsubscribing. Unfollowing.
I will leave you at that. I think that does it for the podcast.
So I got one.
There is no
Hold on.
podcast next
Okay.
week.
All right.
No,
All right.
podcast
So I
time.
got one
We're
real
done.
quick. I got one real quick. Ready?
All right, bring it on.
So, Dad texts his son, I'm getting a divorce. Son replies, "Hi, I'm getting a divorce. I'm your son." Dad replies, "No, you're not. That's why we're getting a divorce."
Oh. Well, on that dark
Script
zinger of a joke.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you all. We're
Sincerely.
gonna have more news for you next week. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Bull Skunk, as this is where we basically do all of our podcasts. Follow us all on the Twitters. Follow us there. Watch all of our VODs. We have, make sure you go to our YouTube channel. This is where we post all of our podcasts as well. Make sure you guys follow DMC. We will have his link in the description below. And also, if you guys are looking for some great clothing, head over to SoStickClothing.co. It's .co, not .com. And when you're there, when you're about to check out, use the promo code STREAMConsole. All one word, all caps letters. Stream Console. That's STREAMCONSOLE at SoStickClothing.co. And you not only will get 15% off your order, but you will also get 15% of that of your purchase will go back to us, which we put it back into the community to you. So you're basically funding yourself, but help us by funding us too.
Top the Airborne.
Airborne has turned into a fox dog of sorts. He looks better already. And so
Nice
if you
advice, Pirate
guys
Mouth.
please just, subscribe to our YouTube, comment, give us stars, likes, dislike if you didn't like the video, tell us what we can change. We're constantly learning, constantly improving. We appreciate you all. We had a peak of, I think, about 11 or 12 viewers tonight, or listeners. And we love you all. Thank you.
Yes.
We appreciate it. And we will. Oh, and a big shout out. to the man, the myth, the legend, LJ White 174 for giving 400 bits to Bullskunk and subbing to him for 2 months in a row.
2 months in a row. We also
So,
had Gino,
thank you.
aka Demonic Effect, coming through with a tier 1 sub for 7th month in a row. So big shout out
Yeah,
and thank
that's
you
awesome.
there to Gino for huge support.
And then shout out to everybody who donated your bits or whatever to the dad joke bonanza. It was phenomenal.
Yes, that was fun. Stay tuned
So-
for more dad jokes next week.
We're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna
Yes,
do that like every
sir.
week, isn't it?
I
Aren't
like
we?
it.
I
like
am
it.
saving my points.
I like it.
We gotta have a dad joke counter now.
I guess so. I guess we gotta have a dad
no.
joke
That's
counter
what
now.
we need.
All right, we'll have that for you next week.
Alrighty, guys. Well, stay tuned for episode 8 coming to you guys next Wednesday.
Podcast selfies. Hang on, I'm taking a selfie before.
Okay,
we end.
anyways, stay tuned next week, same time, same place. We'll be there. Make sure you guys are there as well, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye, folks.